Welcome students. Today we start the SYBSc botany subject. In this botany subject, paper second is on form and functions. In last year you studied the paper first is on plant diversity and paper second is on form and functions. Now in SYBSc there is the three papers of botany. Paper first is on the plant diversity. The second paper is on form and functions, and paper 3 is on current trends in plant sciences. So today we start the paper second is on form and functions. In this paper there will be three units. Unit first is on cell biology. This unit second is on cytogenetics and unit third is on molecular biology. So today we start unit first is on cell biology. First of all of you note down the syllabus. In the unit first cell biology there is a three parts. First part is on ultrastructure and functions of cell organelles. In that mitochondria, peroxisomes, glyoxisomes and ribosomes cell organelles are studied. Then second part is on cell division and its significance. In that we have to study the mitosis and meiosis. Then third part of this unit is the nucleic acid. In that structure and function of DNA and RNA molecules are studied. So today we start the first point in first unit, that is the ultrastructure and function of cell organelles. So let's start the first cell organelle, that is mitochondria. In this mitochondria, the full 10 mark questions will be asked in exam. Question like write note on ultrastructure of mitochondria. Thus mitochondria cell organelles, first see the discovery. The discovery, mitos means the thread or chondrion means the granule. So mitochondrion means thread like granules. It is first observed by scientist Koeker in 1850 in striated muscle cells. Then in 1898 these cell organelles are stained by crystal violet stain, and then it is these cell organelles named as the mitochondria by the scientist Penda. Then next research in 1940 or 50, scientist Palade studied the electronic microscopy structure of this mitochondrial cell organelles first time. This is the discovery. Then the shape, size and numbers of mitochondria. These mitochondrial cell organelles found in variable shapes. Mostly it is found in thread-like granule structure. Sometimes it is found like spherical, spiral, bean shaped. Its size is about 1.1 to 1 mu diameter in spherical shape. If it is rod thread-like structure, then its length will be 7 to 10 mu in length. Then number of mitochondria, it is also variable from organ to organs or tissues to tissues. In active organs or cells, the number of mitochondria will be more. So the numbers are also the variables from cell to cells or organ to organ. Then next is the structure of mitochondria. In according to the occurrence in eukaryotic cells, mitochondrial cell organelles are present, and in prokaryotic cells, these mitochondria are absent. Eukaryotic cells means, for example, plant cells or animal cells. In these plant cells or animal cells, mitochondria are present. But in prokaryotic cells, for example, bacteria, there will be no mitochondria. Then next is the structure of mitochondria. See the figure of mitochondria. In that, first it is the double membrane bound structure. See, here is the outer layer and inner layer. So it is double membrane bound structure. See here, the outer membrane is the continuous and the inner membrane is not continuous. It undergoes, this is finger like foldings. This is the finger like folding, which is known as the cristae. The inner membrane, this inner membrane encloses a space. This space encloses the same semi-solid fluid structure, which is known as the matrix. Then these foldings, which is known as the cristae. On this cristae, the small F1 particles are present. See, this is small F1 particles. These F1 particles have base, middle part and the head. Then this inside the matrix, there will be some DNAs and some enzymes which is used in the respiration are present. Mostly this mitochondria, it is the site of respiration or various respiration related reactions are carried out in this mitochondria. So it is the site of respiration. So in the structure, it is double layer or double membrane bound structure. Outer layer is the continuous, inner layer is not continuous. It contains in foldings. These foldings known as the cristae. On this cristae, there is the F1 particles are present. The inner membrane space which contains the matrix. In this matrix, there will be some DNA fragments and some enzymes are present. So very simple, this is very simple structure of mitochondria. Then next part is the functions of mitochondria. This mitochondrial cell organelle which is called as the powerhouse of the cells. Why? Because most of the reactions are carried out in these mitochondria. The first is the aerobic respiration, which is carried out in these mitochondria. In aerobic respiration means that is the Krebs cycles and electron transport chain. Then another function is the complete oxidation of glucose molecules is carried out in the mitochondria. So this glucose molecule is breakdown and it forms about 38 molecules of ATPs. So the oxidation or complete oxidation of the glucose molecule is carried out in these mitochondrial cells. Then these F1 particles which is present on the crystals is the site of electron transport chain, and the inner membrane bound middle portion, that is matrix. Matrix is the sites of Krebs cycle for respiration. So in short, this is mitochondrial cell organelles carry most of these reactions or respiration related reaction in that Krebs cycle is carried out in matrix, then electron transport chain is carried out in F1 particle. So this cell organelles is called as the powerhouse of the cells. Then last part of this mitochondria, that is the origin of mitochondria or biogenesis. In this, first is the by pre-existing mitochondria. For example, like bacteria, in bacterial cells there will be by fission one bacterial cell found the two bacteria. Same way, the pre-existing mitochondria is divided and they found the two new mitochondria. Then another concept is the by cell organelles. Like another cell organelles, for example, endoplasmic reticulum, nuclear membrane and cell membrane are formed similar way mitochondria are found in the cells. Then another concept, that is the de novo synthesis. In these theories, as per these theories, these mitochondrial cells having its own DNA. This forms this own DNA make its messenger RNA. This messenger RNA goes in endoplasmic reticulum. Then there it is from the mitochondrial protein, and this mitochondrial protein is from the mitochondrial structure. In simple way, that is in de novo synthesis, this mitochondrial cells having its own DNA. So this DNA from the messenger RNA. This messenger RNA gives message to the endoplasmic reticulum. Then this form the mitochondrial protein, and these mitochondrial proteins makes the pre-mitochondrial structure. Then another concepts regarding the biogenesis of mitochondria, there is the prokaryotic origin. In group of scientists consider that the similarities between mitochondrial cells and prokaryotic cells is there is the naked DNA. In the mitochondrial cell organelles, there is the presence of naked DNA, 70S ribosomes and multiplication by fission. So these characters are similar to the prokaryotic cells. So some group of scientists says that this mitochondria is the prokaryotes and it is present in the eukaryotic cell. So this concept is known as the symbiont hypothesis. That means the mitochondrial cell organelles is the prokaryotes which is present in the eukaryotic cells. So these are the four concepts regarding the biogenesis of mitochondria, origin of mitochondria. Shortly, first is the by pre-existing mitochondria. Another concept is the by the cell organelles, de novo synthesis and prokaryotic origins. Then this mitochondria is also called as the self autonomy. Self autonomy means why it is called self autonomy of mitochondria. These are the some characters on this basis. These mitochondria are the self-autonomous cell organelles. Self-autonomous means they carry their own parts or own cell organelles. It has its own DNA. Mitochondria, it is having own DNA, own ribosome, its own protein synthesis. That's why it's divided its own accord. That means it having its own control. So these mitochondrial cells are called as the self-autonomous cells. In plant cells, if we consider other cell organelles, they are having no its own DNA, own ribosomes. It's controlled by the other cells organelles or by the other nuclear part. But in these mitochondrial cells, it is self-autonomous because its own DNA, own ribosome, so it will be its own protein synthesis and it's divide its own accord. That's why these mitochondria are called the self-autonomous cell organelles. For a short question, ask in that part of question, that is why the mitochondrial cells are called as the self-autonomous cells. So in this mitochondrial cell organelles, if we ask for 10 marks, first you have to write the discovery of these mitochondria by different scientists, then its shape, size and numbers, its structure, occurrence, structure, then its functions, then the origin of mitochondria or biogenesis. So it is the most important cell organelles in plant cells, so it is called as the powerhouse of the cells.